Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending on when you're going to be seeing this video. It's your brother, your boy, courserepscorner. Like I always tell you guys, it's my corner, it's your corner, and it's our corner.
I don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love.
Gentlemen of the press, we have invited you all this morning to brief you about an unfortunate incident that happened at our Sokoto command, which is suspected to have led to the unfortunate death of one of our young officers, Inspector of the EFCC, Abel Issa Dixon. The officer passed away on May 7, 2023 at the Usmanu Danfodio University in Sokoto, the teaching hospital, so to speak, where he was receiving treatment for injuries he sustained 2 days earlier in a scuffle with two of his other colleagues. Those colleagues are Assistant Superintendent of EFCC Akpata Oluwaseun Odunayo and Inspector of EFCC Ubuji Titus Tochukwu. They had disagreed over procedures for the custody of items belonging to a suspect in detention, leading to a fight, a conduct which the Commission frowns at. These two officers with whom we had a disagreement have been suspended by the Commission and handed over to the police for further investigation and possible prosecution. The latest information which I have for you is that a 2-count holding charge bordering on criminal conspiracy and culpable homicide has been filed against them at the Chief Magistrate Court in Bawa, Sokoto. Both offences are punishable under sections 60 and 191 of the Sokoto Penal Code Law 2019. Without prejudice to the investigation by the police, the officers will face further disciplinary actions upon the conclusion of police investigation. The Executive Chairman, Mr. Bawa, is saddened by the incident and has extended his heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family. He has, in addition, assured that the Commission will leave no stone unturned in ensuring that those who are indicted over the unfortunate incident are brought to justice. He has also further warned staff of the Commission to abide by the code of behavior of this agency, as any act of indiscipline will not be tolerated. The deceased officer, his remains were actually interred last Saturday, May 13, 2023, in Jos, Plateau State. Once again, I want to thank you for coming. I will take a few questions on this incident only, and then we will bring this event to a close. Thank you.
Can you please be more forthcoming? Was there a shootout between the deceased and his fellow officers? Were they fighting over the loot recovered from the suspects? Thank you.
Thank you very much for that question. It was just a scuffle among 3 officers. And the issue was disagreement among them over discrepancies that they observed, that the deceased officer observed in items deposited in the locker of a suspect in detention. Those items were actually medications, the suspect's medication, and a few discrepancies in the monies that he deposited in the suspect's locker. Usually the detention procedure in the Commission is this: when you are arrested here and you are brought in for detention, before they take you into the cell, they will search you, and whatever they find on you, which is possible of causing maybe bodily harm in the cell, they will take those things from you and put it in the locker. That everything in that locker, the operative on guard will ensure that proper record is taken of whatever is recovered from you at that point. And when the suspect is also leaving, they will ensure that those items are also given back to him. But in this case, there is nothing like loot. A suspect coming into detention cannot carry loot along with him. I think I've answered it.
I'll be able to say correspondent with one newspapers. From what I gathered, what led to the death of the EFCC cadet was his refusal to sign off on a particular document, which was given to him by his senior colleagues, the two other officers who were alleged to have, assaulted him, which led to his death. So, can we know the names of these officers who were accused of killing this innocent man? And also, what was the content of the document that this guy was asked to sign that he has refused to sign? And is this a very popular or consistent occurrence within the EFCC where senior colleagues force junior colleagues to sign documents even without, because what I gathered, the only reason why we haven't even reported the story in the Punch was because I tried to reach out to Mr. Wilson and you didn't receive your call. Probably you were in Sokoto earlier on. So, was it that, is this a very regular occurrence within the EFCC where senior colleagues force people? Because the guy, what I got was that the guy said the exhibits presented to him were not complete, so that he would not sign the document, and these people assaulted him, which led to his death.
Thank you. Let me start from the last part of your question, whether it's a regular occurrence in the commission. I would say no. In fact, if my memory serves me right, and I've been in the commission for 18 years plus, I think this is the first incident that we're recording of an employee, an operative of the commission, dying following an incident in the commission. This thing happened on the 5th of May. The guy died on the 7th. So it was not as if the disease died immediately. That thing happened. After the incident, he was taken for medical attention in the command, and then later moved to the Osman Danfodio University Teaching Hospital for 2 days before he passed on. So we are not making any conclusive statement about the cause of death now. The matter is still under investigation. The police is on the matter. I just told you that a holding charge has been filed. So let's wait for the outcome of the investigation. Regarding the officers that were involved in this kerfuffle, I just mentioned their name, and I believe you were not listening, otherwise you have observed that I mentioned the names of the 2 officers involved, and they have been handed over to the police, and investigation is being conducted. The commission is not covering up anything. If we want to cover something, we will not report the case to police. Once death is involved, it's a case of homicide. It's not within the ambit of the EFCC to investigate. That is the work of the police, which was why we reported to police. I also just informed you that at the end of the work of the police, the commission will also carry out their own disciplinary action based on the staff regulation of the EFCC. And that also means one thing that I'm sure of, depending on the outcome of the investigation, they could also be dismissed from the service of the commission.
Okay, it's still within this issue. Although an extension, in many instances we had to call some officials there who we see as our friends to intervene whenever suspects are arrested, as confiscated, and upon release, the officials in charge usually refuse to give it to them. In some instances, vehicles will take up to 6 months before an officer who magically vanished to return and sign off on some of those stuff. Now, within the commission, is there any mechanism to check against some of these high-handedness on the part of your staff who in the public domain have been repeatedly accused of compromising during investigation and tampering with evidence of suspects who are in your custody, and sometimes taking bribe from them to kill cases, especially what we call Yahoo boys? Please, is an avenue for you to play the air because it's been a recurring thing. Thank you.
In memory of departed colleague, I think I want to strictly focus on the issue that we are discussing, which is the unfortunate incident that happened in Sokoto. Specifically on this case, I don't think it's a case of tampering with suspects' evidence. They simply disagreed over the records in the suspect's locker, and that was what caused it. These officers are young officers, probably out of exuberance. They engaged themselves in the fight. Matters that should have been dealt with more simple. If they had even just recorded whatever discrepancy that they observed, it would have saved this situation. So the observation that Itwa is talking about is something we can address at another forum. I don't want us to take the focus of this event away from the gentleman that we are currently mourning as a commission.